Howdy folks, and welcome to the Hillbilly Kitchen. Are you kidding me? Today we are making a very simple 3-ingredient Are You Kidding Me cake. All you need for this cake are 3 eggs, and if you're a no-egg person, for my extra daughter Megan, you can use bananas in this, and the bananas will really complement the flavor that I picked today as an egg substitute. You need a can of pie filling, and you need a box of cake mix. Now there's dozens and dozens and dozens of possible flavor combinations that you can do with this. Today I'm making this one for Valentine's Day, but this dessert would really be good for any time because it mixes up so quick and it's so easy to make, and it's going to give you like a pudding cake texture, but you're going to have little pieces of whatever fruit you choose. I'm doing strawberry and a chocolate cake. You could do strawberry with a vanilla cake and kind of have a strawberry shortcake taste. You could do pineapple with a coconut. You could do apple with a spice cake, or a white cake or yellow cake or vanilla cake. Anything like that would be good. You could certainly do cherry with the chocolate, or cherry with a vanilla, or a white cake. Those would be wonderful choices. But just blueberry and strawberry, or blueberry with a vanilla would be good. You could do a lemon with a strawberry, or a lemon, which we did the lemon bars with the angel food cake, but you could do lemon with a vanilla cake, which would be just wonderful. But anything like that, you pick the flavors. You just need the 3 eggs, a can of pie filling, and a cake mix. And like I said, today we're doing chocolate and strawberry because that would be good for Valentine's Day. And I have my 3 eggs already in my bowl. I'm going to whisk them up, get out a 9 by 13 dish, and make sure you grease it good. We're not going to dump the cake out of the dish, but you do want to grease your dish so you can scoop the cake out. If you're doing it like you want to do a shape, like maybe you want to do a heart shape for Valentine's Day, go ahead and add some flour in it too. All right. Now here's another thing. If you want your fruit pieces smaller rather than use a whisk, you can get out your electric mixer and it will bust the fruit pieces in your pie filling up more, and you'll have smaller fruit pieces in your cake. But these are not huge anyway, and I kind of want to leave them like this. If you've got those people that like fruit flavors but they don't necessarily like fruit textures, and I know there are a lot of people with texture things, use your hand mixer and it'll bust it up, and they'll just be little small pieces of fruit in your cake. All right, get that all out, and we're going to whisk this together so we've got all of our wet ingredients kind of combined before we dump our cake mix in here. These strawberries are not very big anyway, so you definitely don't need an electric mixer, and just whisking it's going to bust them up some. Okay, and now we're going to add our cake mix in, and we're going to whisk that up until it's well combined. In the comments, kind of leave what flavor you would like to make in this, or what flavor you are making, which flavor combination, and then let us know how you like it, to give us all maybe some more flavor combination ideas. I love anything that has fruit in it. I really do. And except for special occasions, I try to snack on my fruit just plain, but you know, for Valentine's Day and stuff like that, you sometimes want something special. If you've been snowed in for a week like I have, maybe you're ready for some chocolate and strawberries. Now that's all there is. So, you know, you can make this for dessert for Sunday dinner, or even a weeknight dinner. Maybe the kids need something. Well, I don't think the kids take homemade stuff to school anymore. Maybe you want to take something to share with your Sunday school class, or for your kids to take, or something for church. This would be a good one for that. And I am making this in my casserole dish that has the lid because I'm going to be taking it with me today. And this is a really easy dessert to transport. You need a quick dessert because you're going to somebody's house for a cookout this summer, you know. I said I'm snowed in now, but spring's coming, y'all. We're over halfway through winter. Yeah, we're over halfway through winter. Yay! We made it past the halfway point. We'll make it now. All right, now we're just gonna dump this in our pan here to bake it in our 350-degree oven, and I sure hope you turned your oven on to preheat it before you started mixing this. Now this batter is gonna be really, really thick. It's supposed to be. You're gonna have to kind of spread it out in the pan. And you can serve this literally without anything extra, because you know it's got the fruit in it and it's got the cake in it. Or you can put some whipped cream on top of it, maybe even a little cream cheese frosting, like drizzle it over it, more like a glaze, melt it and drizzle it, or put it on it while the cake is hot. That would be really, really good. You can frost it with some Cool Whip or fresh whipped cream, add a little bit of fresh fruit to it, especially if you're doing it for a special occasion like Valentine's Day. Or serve it with cut a piece and put a little whipped cream on the piece you cut, and a piece or two of fresh fruit. That would be beautiful. But that's it. It literally just takes a minute to mix up. A weeknight dessert. The kids are grumbling. They got friends over. They want something sweet to eat. You can mix this up in 2-3 minutes, and it takes 35 minutes about to bake it. You know, you want to bake it till your toothpick or your cake tester comes out clean. About 35 minutes in a 350-degree oven. And you can have something for the kids to snack on if they're having a sleepover or something. It literally just takes a minute. If they're teenagers, make them make it themselves and then clean up. Good luck with that. I had a bunch of them. You don't get much of that. But anyway, that's all there is to it. Just spread it out and stick it in the oven and let it bake till it's done. About 35 minutes, 350 degrees. Oh my goodness, this looks good. It rose up nice and fluffy. And I need to stop using my dish towels for this. I almost dropped that. I've got plenty of pot holders. Okay, you can see that we have little bits of fruit popping in the top, some of our strawberries, and it's nice and bouncy. If you stick a toothpick in it, it'll come out pretty clean. Remember, you've got the fruit in there, and it's kind of got a pudding texture to it, so you might have a little bit on your toothpick, but it should come out pretty clean. Now you can wait until this cools, serve it at room temperature. You want it at about room temperature if you're going to do whipped topping. And you can do some whipped cream or some Cool Whip or something like that. You could even frost this with some Cool Whip or whipped topping, whipped cream if you wanted to. Serve it with a few fresh berries and a little vanilla ice cream. We can serve it warm here in just a minute, but we do want to let it cool down for just a minute. And while we're giving it a minute, ideally you want to let it cool at least 5 minutes before you cut it, but we won't give it quite that long. While we're giving it a minute though, I want to share Proverbs 29:25 with you. The fear of man bringeth a snare, but whosoever putteth his trust in the Lord shall be safe. Now, I have spent a lot of time in the past few days reading comments where people are trying to convince me that things that are being shared by men are true. And these things are literally being shared for the sole purpose of making us afraid and for pitting us against one another. That is the snare. They want to make us angry at each other. Now, I am not in any way discounting your concerns, and I'm not in any way saying that I don't believe there's stuff going on that is detrimental or shouldn't be going on, that folks in power are not doing things that they should not be doing. But what I am saying is, please, please, please think for yourselves. Examine these things, especially if it's something that's being spread real wide. Because if it's being spread real wide, chances are it's probably not entirely true. Somebody once said, the bigger the lie, the easier it is to believe. If you tell a lie often enough and big enough, people will believe it. And like I said, I'm not discounting everything that's going around. But please think for yourselves and examine what's going around, because some of it is solely a snare set by man to make us afraid and to turn us against each other. What we have in common is way greater than any of our differences. And life is just too short. I do not intend to spend mine arguing with people who I love about things that do not matter. And I love you all. And I'm just not going to waste my time arguing about things that don't matter. And I certainly don't want to pit you against me by arguing with you about stuff that doesn't matter. What we have in common, the Lord, is greater than our differences. The same God who made me made you. And that is a greater thing than anything we could ever disagree on. And this verse tells us if we will put our trust in the Lord, we will be safe. So don't spend your life being afraid of what they are saying, because God tells us in His Word 365 times to fear not. Spend your life loving one another the way that Christ loved you. And that is my take on what's going on right now and all of the stuff that is going around to make us afraid and to make us mistrust one another. It is a snare by man. Keep your faith in the Lord. Question everything. Put your trust in Him. Okay, maybe this is cold enough so that we can get it out here and get it on the plate with our ice cream, because I do want to show you what it looks like. Okay, I'm going to cut easy. If you cut any cake too fast, it will cause it to fall. And I really don't want to cause it to fall because, like I said, I'm taking it with me today. But I also really want to show you a piece of it. You could dust this with just a little powdered sugar too if you wanted to, just to make it pretty, especially if you're doing a chocolate cake. I don't know why I got that on my fingers. That was silly. It will release much easier if you give it enough time to cool. But we did grease the pan, so we ought to be able to get it out. Oh, it's hot. Okay. Oh yeah, not too bad. You can see the little pieces of strawberry in it. Maybe it's all kind of dark. You can definitely see this one here hanging off. But it is a very, very moist and fluffy cake. And perfect with, like I said, ice cream, or letting it cool and put a little whipped cream on top of it, or whipped topping. But for a special occasion, is that not just beautiful? And if you need something, like I said, quick for the kids to snack on, you don't have to worry about even topping it with anything. Just pop it in the oven and bake it. It's got the fruit in it and the cake, and it is just wonderful. Thank you all so very much for joining us again in the Hillbilly Kitchen. Give this, are you kidding me, cake a try for your next quick dessert or special occasion. It's really good. If you haven't already, please don't forget to click like and subscribe before you leave. Share our videos with your friends. And until next time, remember to put God first.